Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Janice, and in my last video I told everyone that I would start making some videos on Valentine's decorations for the house or to give someone that you know for Valentine's Day. So today I will be showing you on how to crochet these really beautiful headbands for babies and also for kids. The one I made first, this is actually for a baby, and this is a really small headband, and this one is for a kid size. This one's just a little bit bigger. So I'm very excited today to show everyone on how to make these lovely headbands, and they're really colorful and I'm really excited to show you. So in a few minutes I will be showing you on how to make these. In order to make this project, there are a couple of materials that you will need, and the first one would be a crochet needle. You can use any size crochet needle. You will also need different colors of threads. Now, depending on what color headband you are going to use, like for example, if you're going to use red, then of course you will need a red thread. If you're going to make like a beige color, then you need a beige thread color. But today I will be showing you on how to make a pink headband. So I will be using a really light pink. And the good thing about making these headbands is that if you have extra yarn that you don't need anymore, these are perfect projects to make when you have those scraps of yarn and you don't know what to do with them. This will be the best way to go and make these little headbands. You will also need a needle to tie all the knots at the end of your project, and you will also need a pair of scissors. So this is a really simple project to make. It's really fun, and so let's get started. Before I get started with this project, there's just a couple of things that I would like to let everyone know. I will be working with double crochets today, and also when I make these little cute little hearts, it will consist of making chains, doing the half double crochets, double crochets, and slip stitch. So basically this is all that it requires for this project, are those kinds of stitches. In my other videos, I have made videos on how to do a half double crochet, a single crochet, and a double crochet. So please make sure that you watch those videos as well, because this project is really simple as long as you know how to do those kinds of stitches. So the first thing that I will work on first is the headband itself. Now, when you start making these headbands, you have to make sure that you measure the person's head to get the exact measurements. So before that you start making that, it's really important that you get the measurements first. But today I am just going to show you an example on how to make these headbands. So once you make a slip knot onto your yarn here and your crochet needle, then I will make 50 chains, and that will be the length of the headband. So I will start making my 50 chains. And then I will come back as soon as I have my 50 chains. Okay, here I have my 50 chains. And when you make the chains, make sure that you don't make them really tight because you don't want your headband to be a little too tight. You want it to be just like fall in its place, where it's just a normal feeling when you put it around your head. So now that I made my 50 chains, I will make one extra chain for the turning chain when you turn your work. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I will go into the second chain from the hook and I will make a single crochet. So I will insert my needle into that chain and then I will make a single crochet. So once you have that single crochet, I will count 2 chains, and then on the third chain I will make 5 double crochets. So then I will yarn over, go into my third chain, and I will make 5 double crochets all into that same chain. 2, this is my third double crochet, 4, and my 5th double crochet. Once you have your 5 double crochets, as you can see I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I will skip 2 chains and then I will go into my third chain and then I will insert my needle and then I will make a single crochet. So this is how the first shell turns out. So once you have the first one completed, then you count the next chain, which is here, 1, 2, then you go into the third chain, yarn over, go into that chain, and you will make 5 double crochets all into that same chain. So that's, I already made 1, so this is my second one. Then I go into my third double crochet, then I will go into the 4th double crochet, and then my last one is my 5th one of 5 double crochets. So there you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then you skip the next 2 chains and go into the third chain, and then I will make a single crochet. So there you have 2 shells. So first you make the 50 chains, then you go into the second chain from the hook, make a single crochet, then you skip 2 chains and go into the third chain, and then you will make 5 double crochets into the same chain. Then once you have your 5 double crochets, you skip 2, go into the third, and then you make a single crochet to finish off the shell. So basically this is going to be a continuation of the same stitch. There's nothing different, it's all going to be the same. So then I will continue showing you on how to do these other shells as we go along. Okay, so I'll show you a couple of more, and then once I finish here, and then I will go off camera, and then I will complete it till the end, and then I will get back to you and I'll show you what the next step is going to be. So I already completed my single crochet here. So my next step would be to count 2 chains, and you skip those 2, go into the third chain, yarn over, go into that chain, and then I will make a double crochet. So that is 1 double crochet, 2, 3, 4, and you need 1 more to complete the 5 double crochets. So once you have the 5 double crochets, you will skip the 2 chains, 1, 2, go into the 3rd chain, insert your needle in there, and make a single crochet. So now you have 3 shells. Okay, so now you skip the next 2 chains and go into the 3rd chain, and I will make 5 double crochets all into that same chain. And that's my 3rd one, my 4th, and then my 5th. Then I will skip 2 chains, 1, 2, go into the 3rd chain, make a single crochet, and there you have it. So I am going to continue doing these shells all the way till I get to the end, and then I will be back to show you round 2. Okay, I have completed all my shells here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is the first row that I started with. So now the next step for round 2 would be to turn your work over to the other side, because now you want to match from here on the top, match it with the one below it, so they will line up all at the same time here. So I will show you what you need to do. So now I will insert my needle, and the first step would be to do a single crochet to start off right from the end here. So now you're just going to line them up. So I would yarn over, go into this center here, into this hole right here, and you will make 5 double crochets all into that same hole in from this shell. So that's 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Okay, so now you have your 5 double crochets. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now, as you can see here in this hole, you will insert the needle there, and then I will make a single crochet, just like we did in the first row. So as you can see, I'm going to show you how it looks. So this is the bottom piece. Okay, this is the top piece. So these two have to match up so they line up. So that's the trick here. You have to have them both lined up. So now we make the next shell, and here is the other one right below it here. So you have this hole. So then you're going to yarn over, go into that hole there, and then I will make 5 double crochets. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I need one more. Okay, so there is your 5 double crochets. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, and number 5. So now you find the next hole, which is right here. Insert your needle, and then you will make a single crochet. So there you are. You can see that they're lining up from the top to the bottom. So now you will go into the next shell, and there's a hole here in the center. So you will make 5 double crochets. Okay, you have your 5 double crochets. Then you go into this hole here and you will make a single crochet. So there you have it. There you have 1, 2, and 3. I will make four more shells, and then I'll come back and then I'll show you what the next thing is going to be. Okay, and then I will do one more. Then you go into this hole here, and then I will make a single crochet. Okay, now I will continue finishing off here in this corner, and then I will meet you back. Okay, I am almost finishing here to the end, so I just finished making the double crochets, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then to complete it, then I will go into this hole here at the end, and then I will make a single crochet. So that's how it's supposed to look. Way at the end here, you have to complete it, otherwise it wouldn't look even. Okay, so once you have that complete, I will cut a piece of this yarn off, and I would always like to leave it a little bit long because then after I'm done with that, I would have to join these two ends together to make the circle. And then after that's completed, then I will start putting the hearts onto the shells. So I will come back and then I will show you how I did that. Okay, so now I'm back and I'm ready to make my knot here at the end to secure it. Okay, so I have my knot there. So now I will get my needle here, my sewing needle, and then I will insert the yarn right through that, through the eye hole. Then I will combine both ends like this, hold it in place, and then I will just start stitching to close it up like this. Okay, so I just go underneath, then I pull up, then I go into the bottom, then I will go underneath, making sure that you're holding both ends together so that way you stitch them both at the same time. And for this, you don't have to go so many times to secure it, because with the yarn, it's pretty thick and it will hold it in its place. There's another way that you can stitch it together. You can use thread, and then you can stitch it as well. But I found it a lot easier is by using the yarn that you finished off with, because it'll last longer. So actually when you wash it, it won't come undone. So I like using the yarn itself, but that's an option. That's all up to you how you want to do it. Okay, so once I have my both ends stitched up, and if you want, just flip it over, and to complete it, just go right into the yarn and just make all the stitches going from one end to the next, just like this. Okay, so there it is. So now I would just go right into that yarn, pull up, and then I would make the knot. So once you have your knot, with your pair of scissors, you just get a little piece off of that yarn to finish it off. Okay, so now you have the circle. So this is the headband. So since you stitch it back here, it's always good to either put the hearts right on top of this, so when you have it on your head, you cannot see it. Or the other option is to put the hearts here in the front and then have the part that you stitched up in the back. So that's another way you can do that as well. Okay, so now in order to do the hearts, it's really simple. You just get a different color of yarn, which I'm using red today. And like always, you will make a slip knot. Insert your needle. And for this, you will do a combination of different types of stitches. So first you make the slip knot. The second thing is you will make 2 chains, 1 and 2. So once you have your 2 chains, the next step would be to make 2 double crochets all into that same chain from the beginning. So then you will make 2, yarn over, and then go into that chain and make 2 double crochets all into that same chain. Okay, so now you have your 2 double crochets. The next step would be to make 2 half double crochets. So yarn over, go into that same chain and make 2 half double crochets. So that's 1 half double crochet, and then go into that again and make another half double crochet. Okay, so that's 2 half double crochets. Then you will make 1 double crochet into that same chain. Then I will make 2 half double crochets all into that same chain. Then you will make 2 double crochets into that same chain. Oops, let me do that again. Okay, so now you have the last 2 double crochets. So this is how it's coming along. So let me show you how it looks before I ended it. Okay, so that is the last part here to make the double crochets. So once you have that, you will chain 2, 1 and 2. And right in the middle here, you will insert your needle and then you will make a single crochet to complete the heart. Okay, so there it is. There is the heart. So it's exactly like the one I made here for this headband. So depending on how wide the headband is, it requires to see how many hearts you need. In this case, this is a smaller headband, so you only need 3. 1, 2, and 3. If you're gonna make like an adult size, and then of course it's gonna require more hearts. But for this one here that I made, it's not gonna require a lot of hearts. So maybe 1, 2, and then 3, so a total of 3. So then that's the first heart that I made, and then I need 2 more. So I will be back when I have my 2 hearts completed, and then I will show you how I stitch them onto the headband. Okay, so now I have completed the 3 hearts. Now as you can see, this heart in the middle is just a slight bigger than these 2 here at the end. So I'm going to put the 2 little hearts here and then the bigger heart in the center. So since I am using the color red, I will be using a red thread to sew my hearts onto the headband. Okay, so now I'm going to start with the center, and I am going to stitch the heart onto the headband. You don't need to put a lot of stitches onto the heart here, because as long as it just stays in place with the few stitches, that's all that matters, as long as it doesn't come apart. Okay, so once you have the stitches there, then you just make a knot, and then just cut the thread off, and then you will do the same thing with the other hearts. So I would just turn over the work, and then I would just make a really simple knot just to hold the heart in place. Okay, so then I pull the thread off, and then there it is. You have the heart already in the center. So now I'm going to do the other 2 hearts. It's the same thing that I did with the one in the center. So I will go about right here, and then I will put the heart there, and then I will start stitching it up. And with these headbands, you can make so many colors. You can mix the colors, you know, like say you want the headband to be red and you want the hearts to be a different color, you can do that as well. If you want to do it all one color, that's up to you. So there's different ways on how to do these headbands, but that's optional. Okay, so here I have the next heart that I made, and now I am just going to make a knot and then pull the thread, and then I'm working on my last heart, and I will put that heart just a little bit far apart from the middle one, and then I will make the same thing. I would start stitching it all up. I think I need one more, and then that should do it. Then I make the knot underneath. And then there it is. So now you have the 3 hearts onto your headband. So this is how it's supposed to look. That is really cute. Okay, so let me show you all the other ones that I made. So this one is going to be for a little baby. I would say about 3 to about 3 months. Then the next one would be like from a 6 months old baby, and this would be for a child. So like I said, there's different sizes that you can make it, but the best way is to measure the person's head, and then you kind of have an idea on how long you want to make the headband. And I think these are really cute for Valentine's Day. I mean, these little girls look so cute with their little dresses, and then they have these little headbands. They look really cute. And like I said, I will continue making a lot more videos on Valentine's Day, because I know that's coming up here soon. And if you have any questions or concerns that you would like to emphasize, just leave them down on my comment section below. And thank you so much. It was a pleasure to see everyone again. And if you are into crocheting and you love to learn, a lot of ideas on how to make things for these holidays, make sure you subscribe to my channel and make sure you click on that notification button so you don't miss any of my videos, and that will keep you posted of what's going on. And I hope everyone is doing great, and I will see you next time.